What is up, guys? This is Tristan, aka Young Pressure. Today we're talking about the mistakes that people make in the pressure washing business. This is all free game, free value. So take it, run with it, and maximize your profits, guys. Let's get it going. So the first thing is that people do not know how to charge. People do not know how to charge effectively, and people don't know how to be a profitable business by charging effectively. So what I see, a common mistake that I see is $99. Get your pressure washing for $99. Get your pressure washing for $49. I've seen some crazy people doing it for $49. Do you actually expect to be profitable with knowing the expenses of gases, taxes, and an assortment of chemicals, an assortment of proper equipment maintenance? Do you truly expect to be profitable by charging that low of price? You cannot. You absolutely cannot be profitable doing that way. So you have to be able to charge effectively. And yeah, you might lose a couple of customers. Okay, that's probably for your best because, quite frankly, the cheap customer is usually the bad customer. So a great way to charge effectively is charging by the job and charging with 3 different package deals. You've got a bronze, you have a silver, and you have a gold package. And this is how you can basically increase your average ticket, meaning that per job, per price point of per job. Okay, so your bronze is your exterior house wash. Your silver is your exterior house wash and window cleaning. And your gold is exterior house wash, window cleaning, gutter cleaning, driveway cleaning. So packaging up different services for the customer. When you can do that subconsciously, they usually choose the silver package. Okay, it's like the popcorn at your movie theater. You have one for $5, you have one for $7.50, and then you have one for $9. But you could raise that middle package to like $8.50, and the gold package now looks a lot more enticing because they're getting a larger service for basically 50 cents. So you can move that middle package to basically make whatever contradicting between the gold and the bronze more enticing. Cool. So my second point is you need to learn how to get leads. Okay, you need to absolutely learn how to get leads, because if you don't get a consistent lead flow and your average ticket is super low, you're going to run out of business. That's a great formula for running out of business. So a great way to get leads in this business is by being creative, being a architect of lead flow. You don't want to just rely on one source. You don't want to rely on one relationship for your lead flow, because that's not going to, inevitably, that's going to ruin your business. If you don't retain that, then it's going to be hard for you to consistently get leads. So dive into different aspects. Go to Google My Business. Go to Facebook. Go in on LinkedIn. Go and network. Go and do a ton of things to get leads. If you don't know how to get leads, do your research. Keep doing stuff. I have an assortment of videos on how to get jobs, so you can go through the YouTube on how to get it. But a lot of people don't know how to get leads, and that is going to be a crucifixion of their business. Cool stuff. My third point is that they think equipment is more important than the actual business itself. They think getting this equipment will lead to jobs, which is just not the case. Okay, I was talking to one of my buddies that started up a landscaping business with $0, literally $0. And what he did was he would drive to the job site, pick weeds for like $120, do a few of those jobs, and then reinvest back into the equipment. You'll know when to reinvest back into the equipment, but you just have to start small. You have to start small. Then you pick up the ball, you roll it, and you keep rolling it until eventually it's just rolling on itself. That's basically what business is. But you don't want to allocate your entirety of the savings in totality to basically think and assume that it's going to get jobs, because it's probably not. I would rather invest that way into more marketing stuff, into things that actually work, than putting it into equipment. That's just idiotic. It is one of the craziest mistakes that I see a lot of people do, and then a couple months later, the same rig, the same trailer will be on the market. Don't be that guy. Trust me. Okay, so the fourth part is that They cannot relate to people, and they cannot build an experience with the customer. And this is arguably the most important point, is because people like to buy off of people. So when you're just going out there and trying to sell a service, rather than actually relating to the individual and learning about their family, learning about their friends, learning about their kids, when you can do that, when you can learn about the actual individual, this will lead to a substantial amount of rapport and credibility that you can build and actually diminish the fact that they're going to get other quotes from other companies because they like you. They like your business. They like how you're perceived, how you're professional, how you can relate to them. Build a charismatic atmosphere and approach and aroma, because if you cannot relate to people in this business, it's going to be very hard to actually be exceptional in this business. The ability to relate to individuals, even if you have to fake it, even if you're a natural introvert like I am sometimes, you need to adapt the skill of turning on your extroverted mode just for a small durated period of time. If you can do that, you will learn that people want to buy off of people, and people want to buy off of you because you share this charismatic feature that other individuals and other businesses don't. Okay? When you can build rapport and build credibility with people, then this is going to be a huge, huge deal breaker, icebreaker for you. Cool stuff? Cool stuff. Okay, so this is to my next point, is that people don't know how to put systems into place. And this is a critical part about business. People don't know how to put systems into place to optimize the business in itself and actually let it run on itself. And this is what I'm in the midst of, but in a way that you can start to put a system into place is get a CRM and learn all your numbers, track all your numbers, and do an automatic follow-up process so that it's easy for you to basically get that out of the way and delegate that in a sense. You want to be able to delegate people or AI systems into a spot where you are weak at. Is that cool? That's what a system is. A system is a level of productivity to increase the amount of revenue in a business. That's what it is. Cool? And when you can do that, a CRM is a great starting point so that you can track everything and you know your numbers. So instead of writing everything down, it's basically in this system and this software that you can look at, and you have this whole client base rather than a notebook that you're just tracking stuff in. That's what I see a huge people make that mistake in. You definitely want to be able to have your client list ready, because if you are trying to sell, if that's one of your goals, people look at how big the client list, and that is actually a very appreciative value of how a business is structured. So your client list is your money maker. That's how you make money, is by all your clients. So you want to keep following up with these guys, and that's how you can do it via CRM automatically, which is humongous. Okay. Now the next step into a system is realizing where you're weak at and put your player cap on, your first person mode, fix that problem, and then you can delegate an individual into that way where it's fixed. Now you learn your teachings and instill it into another individual so that they're solely focused on that problem, and basically it's now automated. That's what I've seen within businesses. So just to distill that down, find a weak point, figure out how to fix it, teach the person the fixings, and then put a person in there and then put it on autopilot. Cool. So systems is huge. My next point is you need to know your numbers. This is how you can track and print money. You can print money, dude. This is the beautiful part about business, is that you can literally print money. How we can do this, I'll give you an example real quick. So say if we put out 100 yard signs and I got 50 leads off of that and I closed 20 leads off of that. So 20 out of 100 signs I closed, that's a 20% close rate of that. Cool stuff. Now, I got 50 leads off of that. So out of those 50 leads, I got a 40% close rate out of those 50 leads. But the larger the sample size that you can accumulate through different marketing areas and tactics, you track each and every single one of these things. You track how many you put out, how many leads that came in, how many you closed, and basically you can accumulate a logical guess, an educated guess on what works and how we can print money. I guarantee if you have a sample size of over 10,000 yard signs and 10,000 door hangers, $10,000 of ad spend, and you can accumulate your closing percentage on each of those, each dollar, you're going to be able to logically guess how much it would take to close. Hopefully that made sense. So, just to regurgitate everything back to you real quick, people don't know how to charge. People don't know how to get leads. People think equipment is more important than actually getting leads. People don't know how to relate to people and build an experience with a customer. People don't know how to put systems into place for the optimization of the actual business. And people don't know how to print money. But guys, if you got any type of value out of this, smash that subscribe button as it helps me motivate you guys to keep just pushing that value. And if you are a little bit confused on how to actually quote in the pressure washing business, I've got a whole literally in-depth of like 17 minutes to show you how to quote everything. So I'll attach it right here. Guys, peace. I love you, and I'll see you next time.